Hey everyone, and welcome to this explainer. Today, I'm putting on my hat as your agriculture technology advisor, and we are going to look at a truly massive transformation happening right now in our global food systems. We so often think of farming as this highly traditional, hands-in-the-dirt kind of profession, right? But artificial intelligence is completely flipping that script. What we're actually seeing in the data is that farms are rapidly evolving into incredibly sophisticated smart tech hubs. So we're going to explore exactly how this is happening, why it's absolutely necessary right now, and how using AI to forecast things like milk production is really the ultimate key to reducing agricultural waste. All right, let's dive right into this. 4.5 times. Get this. That is a staggering statistic from recent projections looking at the state of agriculture in Japan. Just to maintain their current food production levels by the year 2050, farming productivity literally has to multiply by 4.5 times what it is today. Think about that for a second. Imagine your current daily workload, and then imagine having to accomplish 4.5 times as much in the exact same amount of time just to keep things running normally. It's a monumental hurdle for sure, and it's being driven by a very specific crisis.
Section 1, the farming time bomb.
Now, we're using Japan as our main case study here because their demographic crisis is kind of this severe preview of what's coming globally. Japan's agricultural workforce is caught in this massive dual squeeze. It's simultaneously aging and shrinking at just an alarming rate. And the velocity of this drop is wild. Over just the past decade, the number of people in Japan whose main job is farming has plummeted by roughly 40%. So in a span of just 10 years, nearly half of the dedicated agricultural workforce just basically vanished. They've retired, moved on, or passed away without a new generation stepping in to take over. And this right here perfectly illustrates the crux of the problem. Of the farming workforce that is still out there today, a massive 70% are at least 65 years old. Only 30% are under the traditional retirement age. I mean, we are looking at a literal demographic time bomb for food security. When that 70% inevitably ages out of the really grueling physical labor of traditional farming in the next few years, well, who's going to grow the food? This is exactly why a radical, highly automated technological solution isn't just some fun sci-fi experiment anymore. It is an absolute survival necessity.
Section 2, meet the high-tech cow. So how is tech actually answering the call? Let's zoom in a bit, going from this macro, national crisis down to the micro level. We're going to visit a single dairy farm in Japan to see how everyday tech is stepping in to save the day. On this specific farm, which manages over 200 cows, the future is already here. First off, the milking process itself is entirely hands-off. It's all handled by fully automated robotic milking systems. But the software is where it gets really fascinating. The farmers use an app where they just snap a quick photo of a cow and the app instantly estimates its size and weight. Think about how we use facial recognition to unlock our smartphones every day, right? It's the exact same concept, but applied to a 1,500-pound animal to monitor its health and growth, without anyone having to manually wrangle it onto some giant scale. You add in active partnerships with universities and private tech companies, and you've got a farm operating way more like a Silicon Valley startup.
The really crucial takeaway here is this fundamental shift in strategy. See, the old way of farming was purely reactive. A farmer would look at the crazy, unpredictable weather, check the herd, and basically just make an educated guess about their daily milk output. But the smart AI way completely removes that guesswork. It forecasts exact yields and actively adjusts the barn's environment. Think of it exactly like a smart home thermostat. Instead of waiting for you to feel cold and manually getting up to turn on the heat, a smart thermostat learns your habits, monitors the outside weather, and gently adjusts the temperature preemptively so you never even notice a change. AI farming is doing the exact same thing to keep these cows perfectly comfortable and highly productive.
Section 3, Forecasting Milk, Reducing Waste.
Now, predicting the future of milk production isn't just about making the farmer's day a little easier. It is literally the ultimate key to eliminating agricultural waste on a massive scale. So let's define this concept, which is currently in a really successful trial phase. AI yield forecasting is essentially a highly localized weather forecast, but for milk. A cow's milk production fluctuates wildly based on its health, its stress levels, and shifts in the weather. Traditionally, all that unpredictability leads to massive overproduction. Farmers produce way too much just to be safe. Supply outweighs demand, and thousands of gallons of perfectly good milk end up just getting dumped down the drain. But by forecasting exact outputs, farmers can maintain a steady, year-round balance between supply and demand. If you know exactly how much milk you're going to get, you completely eliminate the overproduction, and you eliminate the waste. Let's quickly step through exactly how this waste reduction cycle works in practice. Step 1. Sensors. every single cow wears a sensor. Think of it basically like a fitness tracker for cows. It tracks their activity alongside the barn's temperature and humidity. Step 2. The AI takes all of that live incoming data and forecasts the exact milk yield for each individual cow over the next 2 weeks. Step 3. Armed with this 2-week forecast, the farmer proactively adjusts the environment. So if a heat wave is coming that the AI predicts will drop milk yields by 10%, the farmer increases the ventilation and adjusts the feed ahead of time. And step 4? The result. Because of those proactive adjustments, the milk output and quality completely stabilize. The farm produces exactly what the market needs, incredibly efficiently with minimal waste. It's brilliant.
Section 4. Your AI Farm Manager.
Okay, so AI isn't just managing the animals in the barn environment, it's increasingly stepping in to manage the human element of farming as well. There's this new system developed by a Japanese think tank and a Tokyo tech firm, and it operates pretty much exactly like a veteran human manager. As its brain, the AI ingests live weather changes, soil data, daily work logs, and, critically, deep human farming expertise. For instance, they feed the AI complex methods for measuring onion growth. In return, it instantly generates actionable outputs. We're talking last-minute schedule adjustments for a sudden storm, the exact worker headcount needed based on crop data, and highly efficient daily task plans. It takes immense amounts of complex data and translates it into simple, actionable steps for the human crew.
Section 5. Seeding the Future.
Let's zoom back out for a second and look at what this highly localized tech means for the entire agricultural industry going forward. I really want to highlight this quote from an agricultural expert who noted introducing AI can spark real innovation. It will reshape how we think about farming and may even attract more young people to the industry. And honestly, this is the ultimate countermeasure to that demographic time bomb we looked at earlier. By replacing all that grueling guesswork with sleek, app-based AI management, farming totally transforms. It stops being this backbreaking labor of attrition and becomes a highly strategic, technology-driven enterprise. And that is exactly the kind of environment that's going to attract young, tech-savvy generations back out to the fields.
Which leaves us with this one final thought. We've just seen how smart thermostats and fitness trackers for cows are literally saving Japan's oldest and most traditional industry from the brink of collapse, all by predicting yields and eliminating waste. So, if AI can do that for the dirt and the dairy, what everyday industry is it going to completely revolutionize next? Thank you so much for diving into this fascinating case study with me today. Keep asking questions, and I'll catch you on the next explainer.